Chapter 7, the reverse component, Judge Advocate Management Administrative Training, Section 1, General Responsibility, Judge Advocate General, with the Judge Advocate General overall authority, responsible for the technical management and distribution as well, with the professional training with the RC, Reserve Corp, Judge Advocate General Corp, unit and personnel with the Judge Advocate General, representative of the May for frequent inspection of the against of the Reserve Component, Judge Advocate Training and Readiness, till the U.S. Standard Code 10806A, Judge Advocate General Corp of the Active of the Army and the Reserve Corp, General Officer of the Steering Committee of the Commander of the U.S. Army LLC, Chief Judge, Army Court Criminal Appeals, U.S. Army Reserve, Assistant Judge Advocate General of the Military Law Operations Special Assistant for the Judge Advocate General, Member Army PPTO shall make a recommendation Judge Advocate General to the Deputy Judge Advocate General concerning the organization ministry of the training readiness of the mobilization reserve component of the Judge Advocate Council with the personnel with the strategic planning, continuing integration activity of the reserve elements of Judge Advocate General Corps. 7-2 Personal Plan and Training Officers, Chief Personal Plans and Training Officer responsible for developing personal policy with the management and administration of the reserve component, Judge Advocate General Corps, the units of the personnel that include supervising assignment with the tenure of the career management of the reserve corps, the Judge Advocate Commission, Officer position of the developing exercise with the strategic plan of determining mobilization policy, executing guidance. Other duties of the Judge Advocate General may assign with the Commander of the U.S. Army Reserve Learning Center, Chief Judge IMA with the Army Court Criminal with Appeal with the U.S. Army Reserve, the Assistant Judge Advocate General with the Military Law Operation Special Assistant with the Judge Advocate General, a member of the Army National Guard, Army Chief Counsel for the may make recommendations of the Personal Plan Training Officer regarding the personal policy for the management administration of the Reserve Corps, units from the personnel. 7-3 U.S. Army Reserve Legal Command, Commander U.S. Army Reserve Legal Command will train and administer the supervised operation, legal operation detachment, and with continued terms of the be based upon guidance received with the Judge Advocate General, U.S. Army Reserve Legal Command, Operation Chain of Command. Disconnect. 7-4 Judge Advocate General Legal Center will develop and administer the following training program: Judge Advocate Officer for the Advanced Course for the include the annual resident phase of the Distributed Learning Program, Judge Advocate General Learning Legal Center School, coordinated with the Commander U.S. Army Learning Center, Reserve Learning Command, and the Supervisor Judge Advocate, U.S. Army Reserve Command, Reserve Corps Supervisor Judge Advocate Chief of the Personal Plans and Training Office of the facility with the Judge Advocate General on-site training program. 7-5 Activity Active Components. The Judge Advocate is active with the component of the Judge Advocate Officer for the schedule of the host of the annual training with the Reserve Corps. Units personnel will prepare to execute training according to the Army Regulation 140-145 active component. Supervisor Judge Advocate will assign with the driver the individual mobilization augmentation, have the supervisor responsible for the ensure the technical professional development of the DIMAs of the drill individual mobilization arguments, and coordinate exercising the drill individual mobilizing arguments AT and the responsible including the following detailed duties: preparing, executing training according to the Army Regulation 140-145, initiating DA Form 2446, request orders, forwarding them to U.S. Army Human Resource Command, Attent, DARPA, MSB, IM 1600, Spearhead Division A, AVE, Fort Knox, Kentucky 4122. The appropriate channels not later than 60 days of the drill individual mobilization augments reporting date. Section 2 Organization.